This thing went from a big storm to a Category 4 hurricane.
You know, I think we were all taken by surprise.
We had the equivalent of a year's worth of rain in about 3 days.
I think the weatherman's exact quote was, "I have no words."
Rockport was ground zero for Hurricane Harvey. 35% of the community was destroyed.
First thing that goes down is electricity. So there's no debit cards, no credit cards. So if you don't have access to your cash, you can't do anything. What we did was we brought in a temporary bank building.
They had a generator, they had power. It was like a little bank right on their parking lot. They were serving food.
We opened up and served about 4,500 meals to people that hadn't had a meal in 3 or 4 days.
A lot of people say a lot of things, but our folks here at First Community Bank, they stood up to it.
I'm a commercial banking team leader with Moody National Bank.
I am so proud of Brent. He's been a volunteer firefighter since the age of 16. And we said, you go be a firefighter, we'll take care of your customers. And for a week, that's all he did.
I was working in the Emergency Operations Center, dispatching boats and dump trucks to respond to 911 calls for water rescue.
And that's the type of team members that we have that are there to support the community, whatever the needs are.
I had no computers, no desks, no ink pens, nothing. Everything was just washed out.
Lift Fund is a community development financial institution.
Chase has awarded over $10 million in support to this very important organization.
Lift Fund came in and got me back in business. Without Lift Fund, I wouldn't be back in business.
We know that small businesses are the engines of economic growth, and they're going to be a critical part of Houston's recovery.
The Montgomery County Food Bank, shortly after Hurricane Harvey, we were inundated with need. We distributed in 2 weeks what we usually distribute in 2 months. And the reason that we were able to do that is because we have a new facility, and that is thank you to Wood Forest.
The culture of Wood Forest National Bank is to give back to our community.
We got this phone call, and it says, I got a crew from Orrstown Bank that wants to deliver supplies. And of course, we all look at each other like, I don't know who Orrstown Bank is.
We're pretty excited that bankers are going to work with other bankers in different states to give much-needed supplies to the community.
The first thing on the Orrstown Bank website is not an advertisement for a home equity loan, not a free checking account. It's help us help those affected by Hurricane Irma and Harvey. It's incredible.
Just about a half an hour ago, we unloaded our truck. Over 140,000 bottles of water, tens of thousands of diapers, lots of toiletries and other needed supplies.
Well, with Texas still struggling to recover from all of the damage and devastation of Hurricane Harvey, now there's another hurricane that everyone's watching out for. This one's called Hurricane Irma.
It wasn't a matter of whether or not Hurricane Irma was heading our direction. It was just about how much damage was it going to do. Once our location was determined uninhabitable, we immediately deployed our mobile unit.
You know, we call it the pickle. So they're really happy to come in, happy to see that we're back at work, and happy to see that we're okay.
We've always been involved with the community. That's been a part of our DNA.
When I picked up the phone and I called Willie and I said, look, I'm here and this is what's happening. And Central State Bank immediately responded with 42,000 pounds of ice. That was a life-saving moment.
And it kind of gives an indication of what our true relationship with the bank is that they're always there when we need them.
These kinds of things can only happen because we have a friend who happens to be a banker.
Our guys worked paycheck to paycheck. They needed money. Our big problem, our computer system was down. We did not have electricity. So we put a call into First Florida Integrity Bank, and they said, hey, we will hook you guys up on our system so that you can make the payroll, and then we'll process it.
We really become partners with our community and partners with our clients.
When you have a good, solid relationship with a banker, it's more like having a team than just a banker. And First Florida Integrity Bank has been all of that.
The Texas Bankers Foundation, which is part of the Texas Bankers Association, has raised $1.25 million as of last week, and we anticipate more coming.
I'm proud of what our bankers and our banks did to make sure Florida was up and running soon after Irma.
Banks really are the pillars of their community. We've always been there to help the development of communities, help the advancement of communities.
Clients know that they can count on us in the worst of times.
Before the storm, we were there for the community. We've always been there for the community.
That's exactly what community banking is all about, being there for the community when they need you.
Whenever there is a financial institution, that means that something good is happening in that community.